Hello, 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 everybody. We are live here. This is Erin from Juniper and Oaks, and I love hosting crochet-alongs. Welcome as I chat about section 3 of the Mosaic in a Month Crochet-along. This is a blanket cal that has, well, there's 11 stripes and then envelope borders, so there's 12 sections, and we're releasing it for free on our websites in the month of June 2024. It's designed by me and 10 other designers who are all fabulous, fantastic, and I hope that you're joining along. If you don't know what I'm talking about, if this is news to you, make sure you check the link in the description, and you should be able to find all the information. I think a little disclaimer is that this is a free on an ad-supported blog website, so you get it for free, and in exchange, you get to watch some ads. So if you do not like ads, you can purchase the full written pattern ebook, and you can print it off, whatever you want to do. But there's just a little give and take there. Does that make sense? We're so excited because section 3 was released today. This is the Totally Trapezoids section, and it was designed by Remington Lane Crochet. This designer named Jaime. She is absolutely fantastic. I was able to meet her in April in Denver, Colorado at the Crochet Business Summit. She's fantastic. And she's going to pop on here and chat with us. But before I bring her in, I see a few people are watching. If you're watching and you are crocheting this blanket along with us, type the number 1 in the comments so I know that you guys are crocheting along. I see that Dawn is here. Hi, Dawn. Dawn comes on like all my lives, and it is so fun. Super fan. So put 1 in the chat, and if you're crocheting along with us. If you're watching the replay, just type replay, and you can also leave a number 1 if you are doing the crochet along with us. Joyce Lance is here. She did a number 1. Thanks for joining us. I am so blown away by the number of people who signed up for this project. I think I got at least around 2,000 signups for the free crochet along, and that's awesome. And more than 300 people have bought the ebook, and I don't know, it's fantastic. I love that everybody loves this project. I've ran a few by myself crochet alongs this year, or in the past year, and I'm excited that this one's a collaborative that I get to bring other designers on. So I'm gonna let Jaime come on. Let's invite Jaime. Everyone be kind. Say hi, Jaime.
Hello, hi, everyone.
Welcome to the chat. I'm so excited to chat one-on-one with you here and have some people chime in. It was such a pleasure to meet you in Denver.
I know, that was so fun. Get to meet people in real life that I have talked to, especially we've talked virtually a few times. So it was even better to be like, oh, we're real.
Yeah, exactly. Dawn says, hey, Jaime.
Yes, hi, Dawn.
I'm going to put in an AirPod.
Hi, Joyce.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay,
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
There we go.
Can you hear me now? Yeah,
yes,
I changed my AirPod because I got kids in the house, and so I'm going to try to make this so they don't get too excited that I'm chatting with somebody.
I've told you where I will be for the next 30 minutes. Stop calling my name.
Exactly. Well, I gave they've got screen time. I was like, hey, we're gonna do it early today because I got a call.
So yep, that's what I said.
I did a chat with Vanessa for section 2 the other day, and I mean, the little two were just you could see their heads at the bottom of the screen the whole time. Who's there? Just go. That's okay. That's so fine. Again, welcome. Thank you for joining us. Tell us a little bit about yourself, Jaime. You have your own crochet business. How did you get started crocheting, and how did you get into your own business?
Yeah. So again, I'm Jaime. I born and raised in Indiana, still live here today, and I got into crocheting when my oldest, who just turned 11, was born. Well, I guess I did crochet in elementary school, a wonky blanket for a teacher once. My mom taught me how to crochet, and then The sides were a little not straight, but it was good. And then I like didn't do it again until I had a kid and was like, I want Christmas stockings. And I want to be able to, like, I don't know how many kids I'm going to have. I don't want to have to buy something and then it's like discontinued before I'm done having kids. So I decided, sure, let's find something on the internet to make. And I found a pattern that I fell in love with. And that was my first project as an adult. It was probably not very smart. I decided to do bulky yarn instead of worsted weight. So I also learned how to adjust patterns as I was like, oh, this stocking is going to be like 2 feet wide. Like maybe that's not the size stocking to do. So I did that.
Yeah, okay.
It was fine. And then I also got involved with the prayer shawl community at my church because I found myself wanting to make more things, but what am I going to do with it? So I have always loved that. My grandma knitted like baby preemie hats for her hospital with her friends growing up. So it's kind of been in the family genes, I guess. I don't know how to knit.
Yeah.
But instead of hoarding all of the things, I found myself designing the prayer shawls and wanting to do my own stuff. So one day I was like, hey, there's people who do this for business. Like, that's really cool. So I thought, why not jump into the world of designing stuff? And it's so much fun. And I get to meet fun people like you and get to go to Crochet Business Summit and meet all the cool people. And it's awesome. I love it.
That's awesome. I loved going to that summit because I feel like crochet designers these days, like especially if we do it like independently online, like we're just in our own little world in our own little heads. Like we'll work at home with the kids around and it's just like crazy. And then we're also trying to do this thing and we feel like we're all alone and like nobody understands. And then like we go at the summit and there's like 50 other people who like there are people like they understand exactly what our world is like. And it was so fun.
Yeah. Everybody got it. And we all, I mean, I know it's mostly women, mostly parents or grandparents, right? Everybody's kind of been through that season of life. So it was like we all spoke the same language. And I don't think I've ever been to anything like that in the past. So that was really cool. As exhausting as it was, it was really fun to be at, but then we were all like, oh my gosh, we're so tired, but we have no kids. So
yeah, I know. It was like, oh, you win some, you lose some. Yeah. I had seen, so it was hosted by Pam Grice, the crochetpreneur, and then I saw her a few weeks later when I went to H&H, and I, like, in the meantime, chatted with a whole bunch of people who were at the conference, and like, that was like the only negative thing that I ever heard was like, oh, so tired. But like, it's because it was like jam-packed full of like networking and like socializing about like classes and like we also did like mental work, like journaling and stuff about where the direction we wanted to go. And so like that was the only negative thing was that was like too good.
Right. And it wasn't even hardly a negative. Yeah. It was like if you had to say one bad thing, we were like not prepared for how good it was going to be, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. It was just like we were blown away. So she's going to do another one next year. But anyway, that's a whole different rabbit hole. I'm just glad we could connect.
We're going to talk about other things, so it's fine.
Okay, so you released section 3 today, totally trapezoids. I did mine up in yellow and white because it followed the rainbow. But the sample you did was like purple, right? Do you have it there with you? It's gorgeous. And I like inverted the colors, so.
Mine's in worsted weight, so I think it's probably a little bigger too, but.
Oh yeah, that's okay. I told everybody like probably worsted weight, and then I like actually I'm doing DK.
Oh so, no, I know. I was like, ooh, DK. I like that. I love all the colors of the rainbow too.
And this is like the first time I've ever really worked with DK, like in a blanket. I've done it with garments and stuff I've made for myself.
Yeah.
I liked it. It was fun for like a summer blanket, so it wasn't so heavy.
Mm-hmm.
But then I did notice this, and I've seen some comments in the Facebook group that like people have trouble with it splitting. And I did kind of notice that with some of the colors. I was like, oh, this is splitting more. But I learned a trick that if you are like a center pull person, to start with the other end that's on the outside of the skein. Who was it? Jody Long. He's got his own yarn line. He's from UK. He was at my local yarn store, and I was talking about like this one yarn splitting, and he's like, oh, well, it's like try it from the other end, because the way that
Oh, wait.
knitting works is like with the way the needles go.
Oh,
If it splits one way and then you spin it the other way for crocheters. So anyway, I was like, what?
oh,
So if you're having
that.
trouble splitting, maybe
Okay.
try the other end and it might work better. I
Yeah.
don't know. He's
I'm
a
like
yarn
the
designer,
efficiency
so
girl. I need it to be the center pole because I don't like it rolling everywhere. And I don't like, especially the big skeins. I'm like, man, I don't like to like unwrap it, but I'll
yeah.
take that note to heart, I guess, and
Or
try.
you could get one of those, like, what are those called, where you stick the thing
Oh, the winders?
inside? Yeah, the minder, the yarn minders. And then you
Okay.
can
Yeah.
use the outside and it'll
Oh,
like
that's
go around.
true.
Or like
That would,
putting it on a paper towel roll holder thing.
yeah. Yeah,
It works.
that's true.
I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah. I got a handy dad. I'm sure he can make me something. Or I just buy something. But
That's true. I haven't ever tried these, so I'm like giving these tips and I'm like,
I don't
someone
know if
once
they
told me
work.
this, but I don't know if they work. So
That's
disclaimer.
fine. I do that too. I'm like, oh yeah, that's good to know. I don't have any experience, but it's fine.
Okay, so you designed this section. You were also
Yes.
part of the Mosaic Nordic Cal in 2022, and you designed this beautiful Christmas trees. Like some of them were upside down, and
Yep.
it was beautiful. Do you have any other mosaic patterns?
I have one. It is an Easter basket that says he is risen around the outside. So it's, well, I guess it's not like a basket with a handle. I guess you could add a handle. I just made it like a storage basket. And currently it's storing a whole bunch of projects.
Of course.
But I thought
Just
that was
store
cool.
things.
And then I have something I think in the works, but I don't know whether like, I know, maybe for some spooky season. But I don't know whether to make it like a blanket, a table runner, a pillow. Like, you know, the mosaic patterns are so flexible when you have like the small repeats like this, because it's like, okay, what is this? Like a foot, 15 inches? Like you can make so many different things. And I think I saw one of your previous cals, like a bunch of your testers made like table runners or use them as wall hangings or something like that.
Yeah,
Just to
exactly.
smaller sections.
Like really all I need you to do is test one repeat to make sure the written instructions are okay. And they're like, okay, we'll make wall hangings.
Yeah, it's super cool. I love how flexible it is. So now I'm like, well, can I make all 3 or 4? I'm like, no.
Yeah.
If I had unlimited time.
Well, you could find like your mom knows how to crochet, so you could be like, hey, Mom, you make this one. And then
that's true.
Use your resources.
I need to her to be my other hand and make stuff.
That's like, did you so the blossoming blanket cal is happening right now.
Yes.
You're in that one too, hey?
I am.
Yeah. And Hortense, who's hosting it, she was at the Crochet Business Summit and her mom was there. And she's like, oh yeah, while I was in the sessions today, my mom was crocheting the blanket for the cal. And I'm like,
I know.
That's awesome.
That's super awesome. I'm left-handed and my mom's right-handed. So that's the only part is we wouldn't be able to like pass stuff off. But if I could convince her to like, Mom, just make this little bit for me, please.
Yeah.
She
Make the
likes the
basket.
simple stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's okay. And for anybody who thinks this is the complicated stuff, just know how simple this is.
It's not.
Jaime, tell everybody how simple it is to do mosaic crochet.
One, I was blown away because I took your course on how to design it before I even learned how to make it. I was like, sure, that sounds cool. And then just
sounds
learning,
like me. I learned
how to
design
the
before I
charts.
ever made it.
So easy to understand. You have single crochets, double crochets, and that's it. Like if you can make those 2 stitches and then you know where to find the front loop and the back loop, that's it. And I know like the border can be a little like where you can get a little fancier, a little trickier, open up things. But I love that you don't have to weave in any of the ends. I like following charts. So like I get lost in the written directions sometimes, especially when they're like, you know, the big blocks of text. So if I can just follow the chart, And I learned how to, my mom always cross-stitched. So if you are comfortable with cross-stitching charts, you're just reading symbols and you know what to do. I have a magnet board with magnets that I just slide up, like you can slide up the chart to what row you're on. And that way you can, keep an eye on where you are on the chart if you need a tip for that.
That's so cool.
Yeah. So easy. And I know everyone who loves your cows.
I have like this highlighter tape that I use sometimes.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah. I think there's like so many different tricks that you have. So like I was saying, I have this highlighter tape and you can unstick it really easily and then move it up so it like highlights the row that you're on and you can just chip, 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 chip.
I like that.
Easy peasy. I learned that first, I think, with the corner to corner charts.
Oh, yeah. I like the color block of the corner to corner charts. I'd rather read the color blocks than follow the charts.
Yeah, once I found the color blocks, I'm like, there ain't no going back.
Yeah. I was like, this makes life so much easier. So I have something like that in the works, I think, coming up, waiting for some yarn to arrive and try not to get distracted by that because I do have a few other projects I have to get done before then. As I'm sure you do too.
So if you guys like mosaic crochet and you like spooky Halloweeny things, then make sure you follow Jaime. I put her website in the description box as well as her Facebook. So give both of those her follow. And I'm sure on her website you can find her email sign-up list so you're notified when that pattern is released.
Yeah. And that basically says I said it out loud. Now I got to make it happen. So thank you, Erin.
I like to hold people accountable.
I know. I
get it done.
Get it done.
That's so exciting. Okay. So not only do you have these mosaic patterns, but I know that you are very team spirity. Talk to us about like your team spirit crochet patterns.
Yes. That is actually one of the other projects that I am waiting on. So last year I did a team spirit blog hop. And this year I have some things that have been in the pattern graveyard, I don't know, or the vault, whatever you call the stuff that's been stuck and you haven't been able to finish it. I have a few of those that I've actually been finishing up. So I'm hoping to release like a set of them. I don't know if I'll do like a crochet along style with them or what I'll do, but hopefully sometime like August before football season starts as everybody kind of gets back into the back to school. So look for some fun things like that. And then of course, like I went to bed way too late the other day because I was working on something and I was like, oh, but there's all these other sports that you could do like similar things. I was like, better write all these down before I forget because then I have like, all these ideas. I'm like, well, that'll keep me busy for the next like 12 years. So
exactly. You don't even have to have any more ideas, but I know those pop up anyway.
Yes, exactly. But yeah.
That's exciting. I just want to thank you so much for being part of this crochet along. And like, I feel like anytime lately I've posted something to sign up for, you're always there. And I appreciate that. I love the community and the collaboration, and I want it to keep happening.
Yes, me too. And I need to get on the collaboration train because it's so fun to participate in. And seeing the blog hop last year, I just need to decide like what and like pick something and make it happen. That's I think my hardest part.
I think well, you just gotta make the decision and just go with it. I think my favorite thing about the collaboration is like one, getting to know other designers and how they work, and but then it's also like my audience now knows you and they can like follow your patterns and like fall in love with maybe something a little bit different, and then your audience learns more about me, and then it just kind of, the crochet world just kind of gets bigger, and I just love that.
Yeah, That's true. I know, and I love, like, even participating, there's always, like, someone new that is in the blog hop or the event or the whatever that I'm like, "Oh, I've seen them around, but, like, they're in here too?" Like, that's super cool to see more of them, or I've never heard of them before and they're amazing, and then someone new to follow myself. It's awesome.
We get so inspired by each other, and that's just beautiful.
I know. We get to
Let's
make all
see.
the
We
good
got
things.
Brat's mom on here. You are very familiar to me.
Good
Dawn,
morning.
Gail, she's making the pattern. My Siri started going, so I don't know what it's going to do, but
Oh,
it thinks I want it to do something. She says, "Oh, can you hear that?"
no.
I don't know how to make her go away. Okay, she's gone. Okay, she's talking in my ear.
Nice.
These robots are taking over our houses.
Yes, they are.
But they can't really write crochet patterns very well.
No.
My brother told ChatGPT to make this pizza crochet blanket. And I was reading it. I was like, okay, it all sounds lovely and good. Like the note section was great. Like the materials were pretty good. It had like pattern or like stitch descriptions that were pretty good. But then it was like, and like even making the blanket, I'm like, yeah, the counts work out. But then it was
Okay.
like using worsted weight yarn, and then it only gave you 12 rounds. And it's like, then you have a pizza blanket. I'm like, in 12 rounds with worsted weight yarn. I'm like, everyone's gonna be disappointed if I publish this pattern because
it's a doll blanket. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
Yeah. And then it had the crust in the middle. It's like, you start with the tan for the crust in the middle. I'm like, who has crust in the middle?
It's an interesting pizza. You never know.
So don't trust AI generated patterns.
No.
But then these days, you never know, like who. So that's what I don't like. I feel like I should start putting like stamps on my patterns that are like, designed by a human.
That's going to be your next set of stickers, designed by a human.
Exactly. I'll do that. Oh, I think we're getting quite a lag here, but that's okay.
That's okay.
It says my connection is unstable. Oh, well.
Sorry.
Okay, everybody, make sure that you go ahead and go to Jaime's section. It is the Totally Trapezoids. It's fantastic. There are 4 different trapezoid patterns, and then inside the designs, there's 4 different designs inside the trapezoids. So it's pretty fun. I really liked anticipating what came next. And then I can envision, like Jaime was saying earlier, you can make the trapezoid into its own big blanket, or making it into a basket or a pillow or whatever you want from it. So I think that's really fun about this crochet along, is that you don't only have like this big like blanket with different stripes, is you can use each pattern to make different things. And that's really fun.
Thanks, Betty. Such kind words.
Yeah, Betty, you are just kind. Betty was also at the Crochet Business Summit. Betty McKnit.
Yeah, it was so good to meet her. Autocorrect. Oh, technology is fun.
Oh, I think we both got some kids to attend to.
Yeah.
So we're going to say farewell, and make sure you follow along in the Crochet Mosaic in a Month Crochetalong. Post pictures of your progress in the Facebook group and also all over social media using hashtag Mosaic in a Month Cow. And make sure you follow Jaime, because she's got some fun, spooky patterns coming out in Mosaic Crochet.
Yep. Erin made me do it. It's going to be the hashtag.
Get it done.
Get it done.
All right. Talk to you guys later, everybody.
Bye.